Hi everyone, this is Lloyd's Mask Game. I have no time to explain the plot, but basically what's happened is that my three heroes, which are, name yourselves quickly.
Bryce Winchell, Brightwing.
Uh-huh.
The Streak.
Uh-huh.
And the Apostate.
And in the middle of a dodgeball map against Aita Soa, also known as Many Lady. It's the middle of the gym, middle of Halycon City, in the school, and she's just throwing the ball back, and Brightwing's on defend. Go!
Rolling now. Sorry, not used to using this dice roller.
So you put 2d6 in the 2d6 2, and then you can change the color to what you want, and then you can roll. And the best idea would be, once you roll, move the dice like off the center. And then when you need to re-roll, just select the two dice and then click re-roll.
Oh. Where is that app? I didn't know about that one.
Oh, it's right there. I hope I got it right. Somewhere on this area.
Perfect. Good job.
Perfect. All right. It's a gift.
Okay, so I rolled a 10.
All right. When you roll to defend and you succeed, you can either put 1 point to the team pool because it's a team game, take influence over the person you defend, or I think the last one is clear condition.
Yeah, so, well, I keep them safe, and I'm going to say, let's add one to the team pool, since we didn't set up the team pool.
Cool, sounds fair to me. So, describe how you catch it.
You see Bryce, sort of, hesitate a little bit, and then he just jumps in the way, grabbing the ball, like outstretched, like at the very edge of his reach, before rather ungracefully landing on the ground.
You see in the bleachers, the limited players like, wow, yeah, wow. Oh my God, it's so hot. And Anaya rolls her eyes, is like, is that the best you've got? You can't hit me anyway. I've got powers, you don't. That was a lucky shot. Come on, give me what you got.
I got it now, so, I sort of wind up a little bit. I want to see if I can figure out, like, which one's her. Or do we know that they're all her? Or are they just duplicates? Okay.
Oh.
Was Superior, which I have 2 of. Okay.
So best thing to do, highlight 2 dice,
and then reroll selected.
Reroll selected.
12.
Nice. In that case, you can actually ask me 2 questions. 3 questions.
Yeah,
on the list.
I'm gonna say, how could we best end this quickly?
You need to take out Anala. She's hidden amongst the 6. If you hit her, the teacher will count that as a win. Hitting any of the other students does not affect her whatsoever. They are basically their own entities.
And then I'm hoping, based on that, who here is the most vulnerable to me?
Of the 6 people you see standing in front, you notice one of them is almost like one of them is standing behind the other, like in the other shadow that shrunk down a bit so you can't see them. Hiding behind one of the morphed people is Anala herself. There's actually 7 people on the board, not 6.
Clever. Do we only have 1 ball, or do we have more than 1?
Well, it depends. Do you wanna? If you can find a way to make more balls, you'd have more than 1 ball.
Oh, no. I can't. I just can't come up with them. I need to, so I want to like fake a throw at the one that's standing in front of her to see if I can get it to move out of the way.
That sounds like you're gonna have to try and provoke them to do that. Why don't you roll provoke?
Oh, let's see. What is that with? Also superior.
Superior.
Oh, good. Reroll. It's an 8, so that's something. They can instead choose 1. So, your choice.
All right. I would say, describe what your friends do, and I'll tell you what they do.
so I point at the one in front of her. I'm like, and I'm like, bet you can't catch this one. And I wind up to throw, and I'm, just gonna, do a fake throw, try and get them to, step off to the side a little bit.
All right. I will paint out the air and you get a critical opportunity. As you go for the fake throw, they sort of go up to try and get the ball. But as they do, for a very short, like for maybe 2 seconds, there's an open window to the real Anila who's hiding behind her, who looks and goes, what? Basically looks up, her eyes widened. If you can get in that last 2 seconds, you get it.
Yeah.
It's a short window, but it's there.
I see that, and I jump up and I try and, throw it through that, that short little gap.
I love it. Directly engage the threat.
See this, I'm much less good at. Let's see it. Arrow selected. So that's a 7.
Okay, so you get to pick
actually,
one.
Sorry, that's a 9, but still 7 to 9. Directly engage. On a hit, trade blows. On a 10 plus, pick 2. 7 to 9, pick 1. I'm going to. Let's go with take something from them.
Okay.
Maybe that's her real position. For the others to see her.
I'll take it. You go for the throw. She sees it coming and she moves out the way. And I'll say as well, it's enough for her to, like, the surprise lets her lose some of her illusions. So now she's down to 3. But when she rolls out the way, she notices she's spotted. She looks surprised, looks over. Another version of her comes up, picks up the ball, holds the ball in her hand. She looks up at them. A ball forms in her hand and forms in the others. And all 4 balls come flying over towards all of you. Everyone take a powerful blow.
Powerful blow.
When you take a powerful blow, you roll plus nothing unless you have conditions. And I believe none of you guys have conditions.
That's true.
On the plus side, she's now exposed and you can take her out.
All right. I think I did that. Not quite sure what that is. I'm trying to use the dice roller.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So you're rolling blue dice. So you rolled a 7.
Okay. Oh, I see
I put
Bryce's
mine in
dice
red.
in between mine.
Yeah.
So you can.
You have to
I'll
move
just
them
move
out of the
you
way, guys. Like, let me just help you out there. Oh, nope, not all of that.
Sorry. Oh, I see. So it's you can actually move the dice around there. I see.
Wait, where did the last blue go? There it is. All right. So what'd you guys get? You remember you want to roll low for this, not high. Oh, also, James, you got an XP because you failed your first roll.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Right, hang on. Right. So what do I do to actually roll dice on this thing?
So you know up there on the send you also the text says D4, D6, D6P.
Yeah.
Put a 2 in the D6.
Yes, done that.
Right, and then click submit.
Submit.
It's helpful to put in a label and a color that's different.
Okay.
And that way you can kind of move it around and have it live view. So I rolled a 7.
All right.
I also have a 7.
Okay, that's also not bad. I mean, it's not great. That'll do.
Right. Sorry, just let me catch up with everybody.
Also a 7 for James, I believe.
Yeah, 7. What was that? Yes, because there's nothing to modify it by, is there? So yeah.
Nope. In which case, you all have to pick from the 7 to 9 list. Either you lash out verbally, you give ground, in this case, you'd be eliminated, or you struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
Ooh.
You just wanted to give us conditions.
No. I want you guys to have a nice friendly game of dodgeball.
Friendly game of dodgeball, of course.
Friendly game of dodgeball with someone who can multiply.
Even odds.
There's one of you, there's one of her. Like, what's up?
Let's see here.
So this is when we see when we turn on each other or not.
Yeah.
Now that's more important.
I am going to struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
Yeah!
I think, between, diving and getting out of the way, I bash my shoulder on the ground, I'm rolling, I'm looking like an idiot. And I'm going to mark angry.
As you should.
Because annoyed. And insecure because she's making us look like idiots.
No sweat.
Right,
Also,
she's making me look like an idiot.
She's throwing multiple balls now. She's just like generating and chucking balls over and over. They're disappearing as they get to the other end after they leave her radius, but she's just not stopping. And that's what this whole like taking a powerful blow thing's about. So you're just constantly dodging now, just get out of the way. What about you two? What are you two going to pick?
I'm going to give ground and give my opposition an opportunity.
In which case, one of the balls hit you. The card goes, ah!
Yeah.
Isamu, out!
I'll just march off and sit on the benches on the side of the gym.
And finally,
Yeah, let's see
Alice?
here. Yeah, I'll do the same. I'll give ground, give opposition an opportunity. Yeah, one of her things is, she's kind of sitting there, doing the whole thing, getting ready for the ball, but she kind of tries to keep that whole Janus side thing going. So whenever she's in her normal everyday identity, she's totally willing to look like, she doesn't have the powers, she doesn't have the extra strength and speed and all that kind of good stuff. So she'll kind of like freak out a little bit and jump out of the way of the ball by chance, just kind of like missing it, but maybe tumble into the floor as she does so.
Nice. So you're also eliminated, you're saying?
Yes.
Excellent. For everyone who's eliminated, because it's dodgeball, you get to hang around the other side. So if you catch a ball coming across from your end, you get yourself back in. So remember that you can use that to either help or give information or give tips or whatever you need to do. So with 2 of you out, and just pretty much Bryce by himself standing in front, Anaya's like, and she's laughing. Now she's like dribbling a little bit, and then she high fives herself, but she's talking to herself.
High fives herself.
Oh my
God.
All right. And then she spins like a ball. She holds a ball up, and like 2 more people come and spin the ball in their hand. And she's got a big smile on her face. Obviously, you're the last one left, and you can't take her. What are you gonna do, Bryce?
I mean, have I managed to maintain, like a clear visual on what I knew was the true Anala?
Oh no, the true one's exposed because you got that roll.
Oh yeah,
she's exposing herself, and you provoked her. She's 100% exposed. She's right there. If you get one good hit, you can take her out.
As a star, I know that the number one time to catch someone out is when they're showboating, like she is now.
Which she is.
So since since they're both hit, was one of them hit with the real ball that I can pick up?
Yep.
So I just I'm gonna casually reach down and I'm just gonna try and like underhand sling it at, what I know is the Anala while she's spinning and grandstanding for the crowd.
All right, I like it. Let's see if you can pull it off though. That's the real question. Directly engage the threats.
Okay, so I'm going to use my team pool selfishly.
Okay.
And
how are you using it selfishly?
So, I think I will yell out to the my 2 friends who have abandoned me.
Eliminated.
Yep, who've been eliminated. I'm like, leaving this to me like always, right? As I pick up and sling the ball. So when I use a team selfishly,
you can shift your labels.
I ignore or insult them. So I think I'm insulting them as being like always leaving me behind to clean up their mess. I remove 1 team from the pool and shift 1 label up and 1 label down. So I'm gonna shift up danger since I need it to directly engage. And I will shift down Let's say I will shift down mundane because I'm alienating my peers.
All right. Now let's see if you can make that roll.
Let's see if I can make the roll. It becomes a 10 with the +2.
All right, pick 2. You've got her.
Is that to take something from them, like hitting them?
No. You've dealt the blow. She is definitely going down. So everything else is extra.
So I want to impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I'll give you that. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm not sure how the others would apply.
You can take away her time in the spotlight. Now it's your time.
Oh, nice.
I love it.
That's a great suggestion, Scott.
I love it.
I will. I think I'm taking away, like, so I am taking away her time in the spotlight. So it's almost like I'm taking away her moment.
Okay, so she's getting ready for the victory. She's all smiling up. You pick up the ball and describe how you take her out, and I'll describe the consequence of your actions.
Yeah, so I casually just go down to get the ball, and then just as I come up, I'm slinging it at underhand with like a little bit of a spin on it, so it kind of arcs through the air, and goes past maybe one of her defenders, her other bodies, and just clips her on the side of the head.
She looks a bit dazed. The ball hits the ground. Pure silence echoes through the room. And then from the teacher, you hear
Yeah, I'm like, that's right. Never underestimate a normal.
Alice will join in as she's prompted.
There's beautiful cheering all the way. Everyone's like, yeah, right. But as they're cheering, she's standing there and people just start booing her on the spot. Like, boo, boo, you suck, Anna. Boo, boo. And then she's holding back her tears. I mean, it was just a typical dodgeball game. That's what you mean. And she sort of quietly walks up and she picks up her bag and she looks at you and she's really pissed, but she's got tears in her eyes from how you just literally embarrassed her in front of everyone else. And she just struggles to the school and just walks out quietly. Please mark guilty.
Thanks.
You're welcome. It's good for you. Don't worry.
Oh boy.
All right. Coach comes up and he sort of gives a hand clap and he's like, he looks at you and he's like, Bryce, good work. Nice arm swing there. It was almost like you were flying through the air.
I'm like, well, scrawny kid like me, I'm just light on my feet.
Yeah, I bet. As the bell goes. All right, kids, class over. Pack your things and get out of my goddamn school. See you all Monday. No, see you all tomorrow. Everyone starts getting together, a whole bunch of you're standing there looking really cool. A guy comes up and he's like, hey, and he passes his number, like, call me. And he walks on off. And a guy comes like, hey, call me. And she walks on off as well. And you realize the same person but transformed to different genders is great. And people just you get high fives and carries on. It's pretty cool. You feel like a star. Probably used to this by now, Brightwing.
Yeah, and we're
not,
used to
not in my
watching
daily life. I try and shrug it off a little bit. I try and sort of fly under the radar. No pun intended. At school, so.
All right, guys. Class is over. What do you guys want to do before I jump to the next bit?
I just want to mention, Alice is kind of walking away, and people are approaching her. Oh, wasn't that so cool? Isn't he great? And inwardly, she's rolling her eyes, like, yes, fantastic. I haven't heard this before. This is my life in both identities now.
What was that? They said again. What? Good, leaving it all to him again? Do you guys play dodgeball together or something? A dodgeball team?
It's mostly a work thing, he does the heavy lifting.
Well, a girl's he can lift my heavy any day, if you know what I'm talking about. She walks up to
Yes, yes. I'll be sure to get your number, Jose.
I hate myself. All right.
I hate myself.
Keep going, guys. Keep going. What do you guys want to do? Catch up, talk, reflect?
Yeah, I'll catch up with Bryce and like trying to observe how he does things, and like I'm trying to emulate him and gain some of his popularity, and like so yeah, like just watching as all these people coming up and congratulate him, and when I'm like going, I was on the team too, and they're just walking.
They're even looking at you, just like
Yeah.
Like
That's sweet.
Yeah, so as you come up, I'm like, it's no fair how the coach throws them against us. Like every time he seems like he's testing us with some other super, and I'm just looking at some of the crowd that's unusual. Like
there's like a guy who's half giraffe.
Which half? Is he like centaur, or is he like
Leave it to your imagination. Like someone literally says the word, that guy's half giraffe, but a camera never pans, so no one knows which half. But no one knows.
So some people are looking up, some people are looking down,
Funny.
As you were standing there, your phone starts to ring. Brightwing?
I look down, which I think I have it with 2 SIM cards in it. Which one is it ringing on?
It's the superhero.
Is it the bat phone?
It's the bat phone. Bat phone's like,
I'm like, hold
says
on.
Melinda on the cover.
Oh, never mind. Oh, my mom. Hold on. I pick it up.
Morning, honey. Evening, honey.
Is it evening?
Yes, it's about evening. It's
Okay.
Class is over.
Okay.
How was school?
Pretty good. Another day.
Excellent. I'm just at the mall down by Cagney Lane, and there's a man trying to destroy the building. Could you fly on over here and show him what's what? I believe the other heroes aren't due to be in for another 15 minutes because there's some kind of like existential world-ending device going off somewhere else.
Is he trying to destroy?
The mall. Oh, and there goes Top Shop. That's
Yay!
Top Shop.
I'm pretty sure it's going to Hot Topic next. Could you hurry?
No.
I've just got a contract.
I'm not, like she says Hot Topic, and you see me just look up at the Apostate. I'm like, hold on a second. I think I'll bring a couple friends. Sorry.
Hurry up. I've got your contract out for this for the next 10 minutes, so please be here in 5 and sort it out before the others arrive.
Got it.
Excellent. So there's a beautiful moment where, guys, you can now describe what you look like in your superhero clothes as you head to location.
So
and also
first,
tell the audience who you are.
And well, the question is because of the relationship where the Streak refused to tell me her secret identity. Do I know she's the Streak?
I have no idea. I didn't think that through.
I would say I don't. So,
I said you don't. You have to text her.
As Alice is walking away, I look up to Isamu, and I'm like, that was my mom. There's someone trashing the mall on Cagney. They're about to get to the Hot Topic. You in?
Hot Topic. that's where I get all my boxer shorts from. Yeah, let's go.
All right, you probably have like the Streak's number or something that you text and let her know where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be the best way to do it?
Yeah. So as I switch the phone over, and I type in the code for the Streak, and say mall destroying thug at Cagney. Get there.
No, does Alice know Brightwing's identity in return?
I think you do.
Okay, that frames it well for the scene then.
Because otherwise, it'd be
that
really
way like whenever I leave somewhere in a hurry, you're like, huh? I think I should follow him.
Exactly.
Otherwise, it'd be the Apostate going, guys, someone please tell the other person to exist. I can't. Okay, we hang out together, we're always together, but you won't tell each other this? Come on!
Yeah, Alice will gets the text and scrambles into the the locker room, changes, and then into civilian clothes, and then heads up to the top of the building to actually do her change into her suit, which is basically it's like a metallic reflective material, pretty much all the way through, blue. So it's nice blue and reflective with a mask that goes all the way over to her, covers her nose, just reveals like the mouth part, the mouth area, and probably has I don't know what guys help me out. What's the symbol of the Galactic Protectorate? What symbol would be on her chest?
It's like a Milky Way symbol, like with the stars that constantly moves.
Oh, cool! That's cool.
Nice.
And it's got like
awesome.
it's got like a kind of like almost like Star Trek style like concave around it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like that whole like sweep over, just like in the middle of it, like that. But the galaxy's constantly shifting around your chest, so it looks really cool.
Excellent. And then she'll transform and take off. Basically, transform into the beam of the light form and zip off to the mall area.
Excellent. Okay, so even though we know basically that unfortunately the Apostate has to take a car and the rest of you guys can fly. You've got two people who can move really fast. And the Apostate was like,
can we say all he could afford was a scooter after he got out of his life of crime?
You can have a scooter.
No, I'll be like, no, I'm gonna skateboard or something. It'll be like,
yeah, you're so rebel.
Parkouring away there, hopping off a skateboard up a wall, like over a fence.
I was gonna say, how delinquent of you.
Yeah.
All right, so as the credits start to roll and you all switch into your powers, we'll start with you, Brightwing. No, Brightwing, you're last. We'll start with you, James. The Apostate is running around the building, like leaping off stuff, grabbing your skateboard, skating down something, leaping off it, like pulling off, like sliding down with the skateboard like that, like screw it, why not? Tell us about the Apostate for the audience.
So the Apostate's wearing these like slightly loose-fitting grey robes, with a padded chest piece, like as armor. So like looks like a practice martial arts kit. It's all in these dark grey colors, and he's added to it a bandana across, from the nose down, so that you can really only see his eyes. And he's also like taken the time to gel his hair into spikes, because why not?
And what's your connection to the other two?
Apart from the high school stuff and like feeling really, really incredibly guilty about what I did to Alice in terms of like crushing her crush. And yeah, I'm just like Brightwing. It's just, that's somebody I want to be. That's somebody who's like got this popularity, this image that I could use to like in a better way, rather than having to fight people in the streets. I could like get my message out there if I could only be more like Brightwing.
Nice. Next up, we have a lovely shot of you in the library switching on clothes. You flash the Galacto Protectorate symbol over your chest, and then you turn into a beam of light. You zoom out, and that's your in beam of light form. That's when your name comes to credits. Tell us who you are, what you look like, and your connection to the team.
Excellent. Alice is the Streak. She got her powers. She was basically going home after school. She was going through like a wooded area. One of her crushes, Jonathan Rice, was ahead of her a ways. He turns a corner, and by the time she gets there, she finds he's been crushed by this meteor/alien probe. And because she's the first living thing to come across it, it gives her abilities. And it turns out she gets knowledge of the group that sent it through the powers, and finds out that the Galactic Protectorate is sending this beacon to give someone powers to kind of make up for the fact that they weren't there to protect Halycon City during the invasion. What, a year ago? Was it a year?
Yeah, a year ago there was an alien invasion that devastated a lot of the land.
Yeah, they were
just being fixed up.
Yeah, they were tied up elsewhere, so they couldn't help. So this is like their way of giving something to humanity, and it was supposed to be given to Jonathan, and she knows this. Jonathan was like the biggest. He's like the brightest, the smartest, the most wonderful, the most upstanding. That's part of why reason she probably had a crush on him. And he was the guy. He was supposed to get it, but something went wrong. Unbeknownst to her, there were nefarious forces at work, which we will get into later. So basically, she she's the most mundane of the mundane. She not only was just normal in her everyday life, she's now, she's not actually deserving of this gift, but she takes it anyway and tries to do the best she can with it.
Nice. And finally, because he's the star of the show, there is a lovely shot on the roof where like you sort of walk in and then you unfurl yourself to show your giant suit of sweet wings. Go for it.
Yeah, so I have these, metallic wings that come out very similar to like the Stargate, suits in the movie, where the metal just kind of, just like unfolds, and extends into these huge wings, probably, good 20-foot wingspan, when they're fully extended. And, they're shiny, bright silver. They basically like magnify and, reflect all the light, around them. And I have like, a simple, we'll say it's part of, the magic suit wings, where the, sort of like bodysuit, comes over him. Again, that's a little, bit padded, maybe a little bit generously padded, a la Batman, where it's just like, looks like he has muscles. Whereas, Bryce really doesn't. And, he just has, a simple, mask over, his eyes, which, sort of have little wing motifs on the side of them. But he also does sort of like the same thing, with the gel where he just, kind of, runs his hair through and, creates like this, like, like Dragon Ball, Goku, type, fro, as opposed to his, sort of, mop of normal hair, that he has as Bryce.
All right. So with that lovely shot,
just gracefully, just leap into the air like it's nothing and start, flying it,
And how'd you get
really
your powers?
Fast. What's that?
How did you get them?
So I got my powers. I got these, fancy, wings and planted into my shoulder blades from my father, who stole some of the tech from the Tsar invasion a little over a year ago. And he took it and he was, experimenting it at home completely off the books. Figured out how to get the suit to react to his DNA. And, unfortunately, before, his dreams of being a superhero were fulfilled, he got in a car accident, is now paralyzed. And so now, while he's working to create himself an exoskeleton, he gave the suit to his son to earn him some funds so he can create an exoskeleton.
And your mother is your agent that works for Young
And
Stars.
my mother is agent. She works for the Young Stars talent agency, which focuses on young and budding supers. She helped form the agency with her partners. And, what she brought to the table was, she knew someone that could work with them. So her first commission was me. So we're both getting paid, but she refers to me as her golden goose.
Gotcha. Okay, so it cuts down to the three of you. One of you landing by your feet, like from the air. One of you basically skating in, dramatic, and one of you just appearing in a beam of light from the heavens because it looks cooler. In front of what's called KG Lane Mall, you can see the mall itself is shaking. But like, and are panicking and leaving out of the way. From one of the windows, a woman in a perfectly good-looking like business suit with glass in her hair tied back, who lifts it up when she looks towards you. It's Melinda, your mother. She gives you the nod and she points towards the way. And she looks at her time and she goes,
she's so supportive, isn't she?
Yeah.
Gotta make that money, guys. The reason why is because in this world of Halycon City, when the Tsar invasion finally came through, a lot of heroes were lost. It took everything to push back the Tsar invasion that Halycon City had. It's still, even today, in its recovery form. But because of that, heroes no longer became people who worked in the shadows. They were pushed forward into the limelight. Now, having an agent as a hero is something that most people try to aspire to. People are looking forward to more popular heroes, and heroes are no longer just fighting within the shadows and keeping things down and saving the day. They're doing charity work. They are pushing their name forward. They're branded. They're sponsored. They drive and move like incredible vehicles. Even some villains have sponsorships for when they come out. It's still a little bit weird, people are unsure, but now no one wants to be a hero to save the day. People want to be heroes to be somebody. And that's who you are, Brightwing.
I am somebody.
You are somebody, which is fantastic. Because the guy inside who is currently breaking the place up is an older villain from back in the day known as Blockhead. He is this giant built man, but his head is like a square. And it's made of this almost like indestructible metal. And he's just like charging into like the walls and just and like rocking it up and down and just breaking the place apart when you guys head inside. People are like, oh my God, is that the star? Is that Brightwing? Oh, hey, go, what's up? Call me. It's like that. What do you do?
So since we're entering into this, do we
I will
team
get
pool?
to that bit when you enter.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Yes, master.
Trying to set do you know who I am? Do you have any mask games up front? Get the hell out of here.
Wow. Such hate.
So what you guys do?
Are there any people like as Blockhead comes into view? Are there any people around him in danger or
There are
anything
people
like that?
in the building still. Some of them are cowering, kind of scared. Some of them are taking pictures, taking selfies. Some of them like click because it's the world. I'm sorry that we live in. But some people are still there. The building is probably full of other people who would be hurt. It's up to you what you want to do. But Blockhead is there with his head like looking going crazy and stuff. What you guys do?
Alice,
You know-
can Alice fly, kind of zoom around past him, and her first instinct is going to be to protect the people and get them out of there, evacuate them. If the building looks like it's potentially going to come down.
So no dialogue. We can go straight to saving him.
That's a good question.
I kind of want to engage Blockhead and try and get his attention to see what he's, if he's just in a pure rage or if he's got some kind of agenda here.
All right, so let's do it.
I think by this time the team knows that Alice is more of like the protector type.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost a given that she's going to worry about the people first, and once that's done, she'll support the team, fighting the villain type of thing.
In which case, I don't want to hold you back if you want to go straight to doing that. So let's do a team pool stuff. Who is leading the party?
Brightwing.
I think I
Right,
am.
Right,
of course.
Brightwing, I guess you're the leader. I'm going to ask some questions, and I'll fill up.
As I go to tell them what to do, and
Yep.
they're already running off to do it.
You're like, okay, guys, let's.
But the focus is still on. So I'm like, do this, and then I fly in.
All right. Do you have influence
But
over
if-
every teammate, Brightwing?
I do.
All right. So that's now team pool 4.
Actually, did I have influence from? I didn't write it down. Did I have influence from the streak?
Yes,
Yeah.
both of you do.
And then
I
I
was
did have it
thinking
from the
like the-
apostate too, didn't I?
Does
think
everyone
you
have the same purpose in the team, in the fight? I'm not going to say yes, because even though you're saving people and you're talking to people, you're kind of working together. So 5 in the team pool. Does any team member mistrust the leader of the team?
Nope.
Or the team? Everyone trust each other? Yep.
What about the
Because
streak
everyone's
here?
I definitely trust Brightwing, except of course I wouldn't give him my identity because I'd be worried to get caught in the media swarm. So I'm gonna. Is that a no? I mean, I trust him with everything but my identity.
Yeah, but you trust him enough to go into battle with him. You're not like, I don't
Absolutely.
believe you are in my best interest. You are dangerous.
Oh no. No, I mean Brightwing
Yeah,
is,
that's fine.
in addition to being a star, I think Brightwing probably has been a good leader to us. And Alice isn't the leader type, so she's a follower type, so she's happy to follow his lead. So yeah, she trusts him to lead us into battle.
And are you guys ill prepared? I'm gonna say no. So team pool starts at 5. All right. So now you can do what you want to do, guys. Go.
Yeah,
So,
so,
yeah,
I do yell down just as they, start to take off. I'm like, and I yell down like, Apostate, distract them, streak, get the people out of the way. And then I fly to engage.
And we're already gone, but the health scan is that they'll crop
the camera was still on me,
image,
which is
which
was the important
part.
part.
Image so that they can't see that we were gone already.
You can get some pickup shots of us later, looking like we're paying attention to you, and just splice that in.
Yeah,
All
different
right,
scene in the
so-
background, you know.
Let's start with you because you were already going down, flying in anyway. I don't give a fuck about the rest of you bitches. Right. So, Alice, there are people behind him, like they're around him taking pictures and having no regard for their safety. You make out like maybe like 6-7 people just within his path whom he's gonna slowly turn towards to go after. They're not directly in danger now, but they are in the way.
As like as one of her as her light power, I was thinking maybe I would like zip in and like shift form like into light, not light a few times to basically put off like a big flash standing behind them, trying to get their attention.
Okay.
And if I can basically, get out of here, he's about to squish you into nothing.
All right. I think that counts like you provoking someone. As you go, you're going whoop, 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 move, 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 move. So please roll superior.
Excellent.
Because they're not directly in danger, otherwise you just roll defend to go get them. They're just standing to the
Hello?
All right. Superior is 0, so that makes it a 9.
9. All right. On a 9, they will listen to you, but they'll only listen to a certain part. Let me go see what it says. So the people, they will err, they will stumble, or they'll overreact. I'm going to say they're going to overreact. So they're like, oh my God, guys, is that the streak? Oh, it's the streak. Oh, wow, streak. Do you know Brightwing's number? Can you give me Brightwing's number? Can I have Brightwing's number, please? Come on my phone, man. Can you help me out? Come on.
Right over here. They're walking away.
They're clearly more interested in the streak than you are. You gain influence over those people. So you can spend it when you need to figure out what comes up. So that's you being busy. Meanwhile, Brightwing, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try and like fly like right at his legs and drop him to the ground.
I love it. Whoa! Let's see if we can take him out. Directly engage the target.
Oh, I think I'm with penalties with this now too. Let's see. Nope.
If
I can still directly engage. Yeah, that is danger. That is an 8. My
All
bonus.
right, pick one from the list.
His head and my wings aren't very compatible, so I'm gonna avoid his blows.
All right.
So maybe I think he just hops over me, but I.
So you trip him up, and he's stumbling, but you can't get enough wing space to do anything else other than trip him up. And he sort of like hits the ground. He's like, whoa. And he starts like pulling himself up. And as he pulls himself up, you finally see his face. His eyes are like the big, like circular things on his head, and they're bloodshot. And he's like, and he feels like he's trying to make words like, and he starts screaming. He's like, and then he like goes with his hunches, and he's gonna start trying to charge you. Apostate, what are you doing? As Blockhead tries to charge Brightwing.
I'll try and distract Blockhead then. I'll try and get his attention towards me. I might actually just like skate right in front of him. I'm just trying to get through that gap in between the Blockhead and Brightwing, and just like as in like clap my hands close to his face and get him to just change his attention away.
That's a bitch move. Hey,
yeah.
They're attacking you. Hey,
Here we go.
Focus. I love it. Provoke him.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, damn. That's
I have rolled more provokes in this game than I have in my entire history of Flame Mask, by the way.
Well, we're kind of confrontational like that.
I'm noticing this, yes. Provoke him. Go it. Roll superior.
I'm going to do it. Okay, here we go. I suck. I really, really suck.
How about
so that's 4 with
Well,
Yeah.
Can't help
I'm
you.
not,
I was going to say, you don't have enough team members who can help you with that one.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
sorry,
that
bro.
would no. There's no way that's going to work anymore.
Okay, so you're right in front of him. You're like, hey, 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 and he fucking just goes. He fucking headbutts you like through the air. You go like smashing into a whole bunch of clothes. Take a powerful blow, and he's gonna continue his charge. But you're like in the middle of a whole bunch of clothes, like on the floor, like, oh god.
Oh, now I get a high result.
Oh, what? That's great. The one that you didn't want to. Please pick one from the tie list, please.
Oh dear.
It's good for you. It's good for you. It's good for you. Don't worry.
I'm going to lose control of myself and my powers in a terrible way.
Okay.
Oops.
Because now I was thinking, this guy's easy. I'll just like distract him and provide Brightwing with an opportunity, and then he's like just rammed me. He's whammed me to the floor, and my powers just feeding on
So there's
themselves.
a massive fear pulse or something.
Yeah, it's just because I'm feeling the fear,
God.
and I'm projecting it, which is making me more fearful. So I'm projecting more fear, which is making me more fearful. So I'm projecting more fear. So,
All right. There's this. It's almost like a very short, small burst of a wave. Everyone feels it within the area. It just goes, boom. And it's only like that one time when it just cascades before you can control it. If you want, you can control it back. It's like just a 10 is not that bad. And it emanates across into the whole room. Everyone just sort of stops. Blockhead stops. Everyone in the room stops. And everyone just sort of like reconsiders their life choices that brought them to this moment. Every character, please mark afraid except for the Apostate. I mean, you can sweat there. Might as well use it.
Yeah.
As Blockhead sort of stops as well, and he's like unsure what to do. Then he looks really confused. Then he turns around. Then he charges into this big pillar. Because he's just completely disoriented because it hits him hard and he's not quite sure what's going on. So he charges a pillar, and now the building is collapsing. He's still in it, and so are those 10 people. And everyone's afraid. So, who's next?
Let's see here. Alice is now that the Blockhead looks like he's otherwise distracted. She'll go back to worrying about the building. So you said like the building's collapsed and there's
there's a pillar like in the middle. It's a load bearing pillar. It's a load bearing boss, and it's holding the building up, and it's just broken by Blockhead as he moves away in a panic. And as it broke, the building is starting to collapse. But let's succeed in this.
Good luck succeeding that. Yeah, Alice will, again, instinct for Alice is to defend, so she'll start trying to move people out of the way, like by force now if necessary. Like how many people would you say are
about
like
10
in there? About 10?
Yeah, about 10.
She is going to I think she'll do it the best she can to get them out. Basically the whole area is in danger, right?
Yep.
She's going to try do her best for as many as she can. She's going to grab one at a time, I suppose, and try to go back and forth, flying them out. Cool.
With your light powers, can you change anything you hold into light as well when you move with it?
I was thinking that would be again like the unleashing the powers would be.
Yeah, no. I'm not talking about the move. I'm talking about how it looks. Because if you're just like grabbing them one by one, going in grabbing them one by one, it'll take forever. Are you holding them, then transforming everyone to light, zooming them out, then boom back in again and doing the same?
That would be the effect I'd be looking for. Yeah, they'd be maybe one with me and then boom out, zoom, boom, boom, boom.
Well, then why not just
sort
take
of like the Flash,
Why not take all 10 at once? Like, get all 10 together, light them up, and then whoosh them out the door.
Sure.
Think big.
Like, don't go small. You're like, oh, well, I'll just lead them out, I guess. Maybe like, we'll go, oh, guys, come on, let's help out. You're a superhero, so you gotta go all the way.
Fair enough. So, yes, everyone link hands.
I love it. That's beautiful. Roll Savior.
Roll Savior.
And don't horribly fail.
The pressure. 8.
8. Nice.
Yep.
On 8, you can either add the team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
I'll clear my afraid condition.
Probably a good idea. Oh, that reminds me. Do you have any penalties for that? No, you don't. You're good.
Mine's
yeah,
doing
it's only insecure. That'll stop you. All right. So here's the good news. You get 9 of them out the building. When you you get all 10 out of the building, and they're all out there. You're like, it's all good. And then someone goes, wait, my baby's inside.
Oh my god.
Damn
Damn it.
There is a baby somewhere inside the building. Somewhere in Hot Topic.
All right, I'll if I can, unless we're moving to somebody else, I'll start looking around for my with
The
my.
building will collapse soon. But you've no idea where the baby is. But we'll deal with that later. More importantly, all right, guys. So, Brightwing.
So I'm gonna, take a moment to yell at my teammate.
What the fuck?
Priorities.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. So you see him, just like glare over at the apostate. He's like, get your fucking shit together, just like yelling at him.
Oh my god.
And I think I'm using cold and cruel because I'm shutting him down.
Wow, look at you like burning this as to move your stats. And not very rare people very rarely do that. Okay, go for it. Yeah, I'll let you do that to shift it around.
So I do need to roll for it. For cold and cruel. I don't even think I'm going to get the mechanical effect that add anything out of this, but it is what I was doing. So
go for it.
So 7 to 9 result. We either each inflict a condition on the other, or we both lose influence over each other.
Why did you
My
do this
choice.
move? Actually thinking about it.
Because that's just it was what he was doing, and I do actually have a move that requires me to use it. So
okay. 7 to 9. You either.
So we are each going to lose influence over each other.
Okay, guys, not gonna influence over each other as you spend the round just yelling, basically just yelling. Apostate.
Well, luckily there's only a baby with the cell phone here, so I'm safe from the prying eyes of
Okay, so both of you lose influence over each other. Apostates, you've just been told off. Apparently, what would you like to do?
Oh god.
Because I've been told off by somebody I really look up to, and I'm trying to emulate them as much as possible. So I think, whatever he's saying to it must be good for me. That must be like a leadership quality that he's displaying here.
Oh man, so cool.
So I'm gonna just try that on Blockhead. I'm just gonna say to Blockhead, why are you making all this trouble? Why do you have to do this? Why don't you just get your shit together?
Roll provoke!
Which is never gonna work. Never.
I believe in you.
Just roll 10, problem solved. any problem in my pocket's world can be solved by just rolling 10. Like, bam,
That's
10, problem solved.
9, and with my what was I trying to roll?
Provoke,
yeah.
Superior.
So it's a 9. So at least it's not a failure.
I think I will help with my 1 from the team pool.
Now
and be like, basically be like, I'm like, yeah, you heard him. What the hell's your problem?
Okay, what do you want him to do?
Let's see. Yeah, I think it's just going to make him stumble. We're gonna gain a critical opportunity here because he's
no. You don't. Those 3 things don't matter.
Oh, okay.
He does whatever it is you want him to do. You provoke him into doing that.
Oh. Oh, fuck it then. I'm gonna be like, this building's gonna fall on all of us. Why don't you hold up the bloody roof and make yourself useful? And he does it.
Yeah. He sort of goes, oh, sorry. And he
crush his own here.
Up. And he put his head up, and now he's holding the building up. And he's like, I'm sorry. And it feels really bad. Because you made him feel like shit.
But it proves it works. Brightwing's leadership skills work.
Oh my god.
Learned a valuable lesson here.
Okay,
What
so
am I
here's the
doing?
good news. The building is
Created.
collapsing, but he's holding it up the best as he can to keep it all steady. What's going on? The baby, you hear a baby crying on the inside. That's not for you.
Elsa?
That was for you. That was for you.
Brightwing.
Not Brightwing. Streak. There's a baby
Streak,
crying somewhere. You can hear it very faintly.
I'll use my my other power, my ability to see life forms through obstructions, and kind of look around and see if I can see a baby form moving around.
All right, unleash your powers.
We'll do. Let's see here. What is that rolling for? Let me take a look.
Unleash powers is freak.
Oh, that's freak. Yes. Yeah, freak.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let me roll it real quick. Five, 4. I have a -1 freak.
Of 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that XP.
Yeah. There's always a bright side.
You unleash your senses
My line.
to reach into the world around you to try and figure out where this baby is. And you sort of want to try and tap into the mind and slowly understand what it means to be human. Your senses reach out and you can feel the entire galaxy around you just slowly go down to almost absolutely nothing. All is still as you reach within the spaces. And hey, can I have Star's number? We're really important if I got Bravo's number. Thanks a lot. And you're like, what the fuck are you? As a guy just randomly starts yelling at you and pointing that, giving you like a scanner ring. Sign this. He's like, let him sign it. Brightwing with you in the corner. Could you sign this, please? It's very distracting and super annoying. He's not angry.
I'm marking angry. Good one.
Guys on the inside, here's the problem. None of you guys know there's a child in there, and even though Blockhead is holding the building up, it's still not safe if he moves underneath it. What do you do right now, Streak? Because you clearly cannot find this child while people are yelling at you, and there's no time to waste.
Okay, so you said I could at least hear the general direction it's coming from?
Yeah, kinda.
All right.
Remember,
does it sound like completely obstructed? Is it like another room, or is it like echoey? Like I can hear it.
You can't tell. No, that row he made. You have no idea. You just heard crying, and now all you hear is rocks falling.
All right, I'm gonna pick the first logical place. If there's like a store, I'm gonna say, would somebody leave a baby at a Hot Topic? No. So I'll go into like the next door. Okay, where would somebody take a baby? I'll zip into that.
So you're gonna try and desperately search the area, try and find it as best as you can, right?
And you know, I'm angry. I'm gonna actually like screw. It's time for some property damage. I'm actually gonna, you know, if I have to shatter some, you know, display windows or whatever as I'm going through, fine.
I love it. Assess the situation. And I'll take into comfort that you up, and I'll let you clear your angry if you break the building to find the child.
Sure. Let's see here. I'm sorry. I'm have to look up my moves. I'm bad with this yet.
Take your time. We're trying to learn everything as we go along.
All right. And what am I doing again? I'm sorry.
You're rolling superior.
Oh, that's the situation. So it'll be superior. Okay.
By the way, Brightwing, I love your list of conditions there. It's beautiful.
I know. I feel like I'm playing a Nova.
I don't even know why all these conditions are. How is this happening to me? What'd you roll?
I rolled an 11.
An 11. All right. You get to ask me 3 questions from the list.
All right. Let's see here. Let's see. I suppose, how could I best end this quickly? So what's the best way to find the baby?
The baby's behind one of the load-bearing walls. Break the wall, get the baby, get the fuck out.
That works. Let's see here. Out of curiosity, let's see. What are the other? I can ask 2 more. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see here. Biggest threat. I suppose I don't really have any questions. That's pretty much all I needed to know. I suppose because if it's a load-bearing wall, it
I
kind
have
of
answers for all those questions, but if you don't want to ask them, that's also perfectly cool.
fair enough. Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? I suppose I'm not trusting Blockhead to totally come around to the superhero side of thinking for very long. So this is going to be twofold. One, I'm pissed off. I'm angry that I got distracted, almost cost this baby its life. So as I'm crashing through this load bearing wall, picking up the baby and zipping away, I also know that I also am making it harder for Blockhead to hold things up.
Building up.
So once he snaps out of his I should probably save the world instead attitude, he's going to hopefully get trapped under is the plan in the back of my head.
Normally I'd say that's what happens, but unfortunately, as you escape, it's too much for him to bear, and he doesn't have a choice in the matter because he goes and it goes and the mall collapses behind you on the two of you. Both of you make me take a powerful blow, both of you.
Alrighty.
Oh man, I can't wait to see what you wrote there, Brightwing. It'll be great. Also, Brightwing, you did just see the street break the wall as you did that, just so you know.
Yeah,
there's gonna be a personnel review afterwards.
Something.
Why did they only roll 10s and taking a powerful blow?
Because that's the best. Makes me feel good. Make your choices, everybody. 11. Even better.
That's okay. I got a plan for this too. My mom and I have already worked this one out.
Oh boy. All right. So you both got 10s and 11s. What do you pick?
I'm just gonna go for I think I've just been like trapped underneath some of this rubble and knocked out by it. So I'm now in need of rescue.
I think that's fair. You're just trapped under the rubble. You're not dead or like suffering. You're just trapped under the rubble. That's where you are. Guys, help! Guys.
Remember me?
So, can I flee this area, or do I have to like completely flee?
You would have to completely flee if you want to get out of there. You have to completely run away. But that's not a choice for you, unfortunately. No. I cannot give you choice. You can remove yourself by being trapped on the rubble, but I can't let you leave.
Okay.
Because it's just trapping you. You can't be like, oh, well, I'll leave the scene.
Sure.
Wait. Yeah. Oh, you can just pick 2 from the 7 to 9 list and get more conditions.
I can't get marked 2 conditions. I don't have 2 conditions to mark.
Doesn't something even worse happen if you can't mark any more conditions?
You're just taking out the scene.
Oh, so same thing. I mean, yeah.
Oh, some other stuff happens as well, but mostly it's the same.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what losing control of my powers in a terrible way would be, and I don't even.
You
I don't
would lose the
think
ability to fly.
Yeah, I don't even think I want to give that option to you.
Yeah, you should give it to me. I will gladly take. That's literally the first.
So I actually have to. Well, I can just be crushed, can't I?
Yeah, just be crushed and pass out.
Yep, I think I'm gonna be pass out.
All right. So in that case, this is what happens. The rubble all goes down in the top topic near what's called Kidney Lane Mall. There's a bit where there's absolute dust and everyone's not quite sure what's going on. And then you outside Streak, holding the baby in your hand. Mom's like, oh, thank you very much. Also, could you give me Brightwing's number? As you're standing there watching, you see the smoke start to rise and someone slowly start to make their way out. And then as they stand up and look around, Blockhead is standing there, looking completely dazed. But like, he saved us! Blockhead, I saw him hold the baby. He was a hero. He saved the day. Wow, Blockhead, yeah! We're like, yeah, Blockhead. He's like, thanks, I guess. Thank you very much. I didn't mean to save the day. I guess I kind of did it by accident, but I'll just take what I can. But like, wow, yeah! But like cheering him on and giving him fanfare and clapping and as they like, someone lift him up and like parade him out of the small.
Oh my god!
Like, click. And as you're standing there, Alice, the woman in the short skirt and the glasses sort of walks up and looks at the rubble, then looks at you and looks at the rubble, and she's like, "He's in there, isn't he?"
I'll go see what I can do about him.
No need. And she whistles, and like a whole bunch of like cleaning crew from Young Stars Agency come in, and they start like basically going through the rubble carefully. She goes, "It's fine. We'll buy this Hot Topic next week." Hi, Lacey. How's it going? Great. Hot Topic just blew up. Want to buy it for our agency? That'd be great. And she walks off on the phone, like she's literally buying the building as she does so. The construction work guys come in and basically just help you guys out, lift things up, pull you out of the rubble, get you guys out of the way. By the time you two come to, the commotion is over and you're being dusted and interviewed. Basically you're being taken care of.
Can Alice be there, like over their gurneys? You're like, you saved the day, guys. Not one civilian was hurt.
Saving the day really hurts.
About maybe
at least
like
we got everyone out.
About maybe 5 to 10 minutes later, Melinda comes back and she's like, "All right, honey, nice talking to you. I'll speak to you later, Ewan. Ewan, honestly, call me. Don't have me call you anymore. It's kind of exhausting. Thanks. Bye." What was that?
I should have distracted me.
I'll kind of look around at each other.
Yeah.
I look over at first, are there any cameras around?
No. Melinda's talking, she made sure.
Then I can be honest. Like, we got everyone out, but someone there's over at Star decided to sacrifice us instead of coming out as a team.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you talking about the streak? This streak? The one who on tomorrow's newspaper is going to be holding a baby? This is the one you're talking about? Taking the spot that you were supposed to do? Holding the baby? Your teammate? Are we talking the same streak? Honey, I love you. I love you very much. But your father isn't She leans in. A certain someone is not going to be able to afford an exoskeleton if you don't make us the moolah, if you know what I mean. Now, I have a million other agents I could possibly be with who could be doing things that I could be wanting to do and being able to be in places that you could possibly be in. Do you know how many heroes I had to hold back from saving this mall? 6. 6 young people willing to make their debut fighting Blockhead. I had to fight them off, tooth and nail. Do you know how hard my work is? I funded this damn company, and now I have to run it from the sidelines because I can't deal with bureaucracy because it's too much, and I have to do it for you. And all I ask is that you save the baby and keep the building safe. I now have to go buy Hot Topic. Hot Topic's expensive.
Oh my God.
How do you feel about that?
She sounds like Britney Spears' mom.
You know,
you don't want to be a star? Oh, I'll find another star.
I'll lean in. I'm like, we can make this work.
1 second. Stop right there. I think it's a very good time for us because I know I need to know what influenced you saying that. So hold on there. Everyone, do you accept that she thinks you people are failures as superheroes?
Ooh.
No.
No? No?
I will try and reject her.
If you say no, roll influence. Roll to reject her influence. There's no pluses to this.
No, it's a straight roll.
Oh. Sure, okay.
So just roll like 10 and problem solved.
5.
XP.
She's my mother. What can I do?
7.
7. All right. You get to pick one from the list. And what did you get, James?
Oh, I'm not rejecting her influence.
Oh, not rejecting. Oh, good. James, put your mundane up by 1. Put your danger down by 1.
Yep.
Steve, you failed, right?
Yep.
Right. Her words hit you harshly. Gain another condition. Put your mundane up by 1. Put your danger down by 1.
My mundane up by 1? Danger down by 1.
And Scott, what did you roll for streak?
Oh, I'll tell you the results in a second.
I rolled 7 for that. So that's interesting. Let's see. I'll cancel her influence on me and take +1 against her.
All right.
I can see us dealing with her.
This woman. No time for her. Not having this. Not today. Don't care. Remember that you cancel the influence away. Very important for Leah.
And because that's my last condition, I think as my wings retract and I just sort of like wave her off. I'm like, I can't even deal with you right now, and I just put my hand over my eyes and just pass out.
It's only when you mark condition after you've marked all 5 that you pass out.
Oh, okay.
You can just.
I still do that anyways.
Yeah, so like, man, and she rolls her eyes.
I'm not even paying attention to you right now.
She rolls her eyes and she goes, "Well, somebody's going to be getting meatloaf for dinner. Please clean yourselves up, and please go to your normal homes, and I'll be certain people might have school tomorrow. Have a good day." And then she pops off and she's back in the phone again. And she's like, "Yo, Hussein, how's it going down in Syria? Yo, Syrian superheroes? I love the idea. Let's make this work." And she walks off.
Does she like pops a couple Vicodin in his mouth, to kind of take the edge off? Is that kind of mom?
Oh no, she's not that kind of mom. If she does that and they test his blood, don't know. And she doesn't know how it will affect his DNA against the wings that he has. All right, guys. Now the reason why that was nice and short is because I don't know how much time we have left. How much time do I have left, guys?
An hour and 15.
Oh, cool. Let's keep going.
I assume we were late till noon, but sorry.
No one told me a time, so I was like, guys. So yeah, an hour and 15 is fine as well. We can do an hour and 15 for you.
Okay.
I mean, James, do you want to go to bed early or what?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be going to bed at like 6?
That would be very early.
5.
Okay, so, bitches. All right, so you guys have a moment to reflect upon what happened before. What you want to
do? I think I want to spend some time with Brightwing, just like figuring out what we did wrong and how we can be better at it in future.
I love it. Please do that. Do that now in character. Go.
Okay, so Brightwing's still kind of a bit out of it.
Yeah, I kind of peek under, see if my mom's gone, and then take my arm down.
I'll be like, come on, get up. What's the matter? I mean, what's
the matter? Have you seen my day?
Yeah, I know, but we just need to do better next time. We need to work out some proper strategies. We just went into that without really knowing what we were facing, and
it's like that's because no one's stopped to form a plan. I call down to you two, and you're already gone.
Oh right, yeah, plans, yeah. Because mostly I just got pointed at stuff and did things before, so
we can't. We all can't look good if certain people are taking the limelight for themselves. I sort of look over at Streak.
Oh
Streak just cocks her head to the side. Really?
Look, I can tell you one thing from what I've learned in my life, and it's that the way you defeat people is to divide them. It's classic Sun Tzu, divide and conquer. If we're divided, we'll be conquered. We need to be a team, and Brightwing, you need to step up and be the team leader.
Bright. Oh, keep going. I was going to double check something.
No, I was just going to say then, then.
I mean, if that's what you want to be,
then we need to stop for a moment before we go in, so that I can lead.
Okay.
Or lead faster.
Get it! James, could you please roll mundane for confidence support?
Yeah, that's what I was pretty much going for. So.
I know. I just want to make sure. Like the comment spot is great, but if the other person doesn't like accept what you're saying, I can't be like, well, Clay, no comment spot.
Nope. That's a. Oh, what happened there? That changed twice.
Don't stress. It does it sometimes. What'd you get?
Well, that's an 8 altogether then with my mundane.
8 altogether. So clear one condition.
Let's see. You want me to be a leader? I think I'm feeling less secure on that because you wanted me to be something good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I cleared a condition.
So good. As you guys are having this conversation, you hear like footsteps coming back towards you.
I all of a sudden look a little bit like, more pumped up, like, like I'm not, beaten down. Because, I could have someone wanting to take a photo.
Perfect. It's Blockhead being led forward with his arms tied up by a bunch of police officers. And so comes up and he's like, hello. I just
Blockhead.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry I trapped you in the rubble. That wasn't my purpose. I'm on probation recently and I don't know what came over me. I don't know. I think I was shopping in the local Walmart, because it's in America and not Tesco. Walmart. And
they can have a Tesco.
I guess I was really mad at that latest price of donuts and my head. I don't know what went on. I'm sorry. I'm not always a bad guy. Just I was a bit today. I saw that gives you guys a quiet nod.
Like, that's okay. And and I extend, a wing over him, because they've formed as we were talking. Like, everyone can be, everyone can turn over a new leaf and be someone better. I nod to the camera.
And he's like, my daughter would like your autograph if you would write it down for me.
Of course, and I'll put on one of my little pads of paper that I do carry in my suit.
Do you sign it? Do you sign it with a pen affixed to your wingtip or something like that?
No, but the signature always has sort of like a wing background, in it. And I, tuck it into his pocket.
And goes, thank you. And the police quietly lead him away as well.
Before you goes, I'm just going to say to a Blockhead, it's like, I hope you've got a good lawyer representing you.
Lawyer? He shakes his head and goes, villains don't get lawyers. And then as he says that, they drag him away.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just hope they don't raise the price on donuts again soon.
I'm like, something sounds fishy about this, and I pull out my cell phone, and I send out a tweet. I'm like, anyone got pics of Blockhead when they went crazy at Walmart? And I send. I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm reaching out to my audience, and I'm looking for more information because I want to find out if
I like it.
Maybe I can find out what was up with them.
Make the roll. Well, I have the hiccups.
He is a celebrity. So I'm going to roll plus superior for my gossip mags. Let's see if and apparently they're still paying attention to me because I rolled a 13.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wow. Nice.
So what'd you get? What's the result?
So the result is on a 10 plus, I get to ask 3 when I tap into my gossip and rumor of the celebrity industry for information on an important city figure. I'm going to ask. Maybe I'm trying to get this out, but what allies or enemies do they have? Maybe there was someone that influenced them.
All right.
And their decision to go crazy.
Last 3 questions, right? So the first one, you get sent a link to a retweet from from Shana Medina, who's Medin Case 64 on Vision, and it's a picture like going, oh my god, there's a few a tweet list, a tweet line to like 1, 2, 3, 4, and the first one is like, OMG, think just found Blockhead hanging out at KG, and I see Blockhead going in shopping in his hand, and then another tweet which like followed him in, hanging out at Walmart, #RealHeroes, and says in the tweet, and he's like buying a whole bunch of shop. And then the third one is him at the till, basically like trying to put his machine in carefully and going, and it's like, ooh, looks like he got a friend. And there's this woman just like hanging out with him, talking to him. Which looks fairly plain, blonde hair, wearing like what looks like just normal clothes as well. And she's speaking to him, and he seems really mesmerized by her words. Like he's just paying more and more attention to her. And then another tweet going, OMG, think they're in love. And it's the two of them standing outside Hot Topic, talking quietly. And the last tweet is, OMG, think I lost my baby in Hot Topic.
That's not that good.
So the next question is, so I don't know if all of this is going to be related directly to Blockhead, or can I segue the focus to her?
That's going to be difficult, unfortunately.
Okay, so I'll leave it on Blockhead then. How can I make them vulnerable to me?
Oh, Blockhead?
Mm-hmm. If it's staying on Blockhead, so.
You get a tweet back from like Blockhead's fan club. It's a picture. It's a picture of you and Blockhead like going for it, and it's just another picture of you basically putting your wings over him to say hello, and it goes like friends to enemies, BFF #. Currently, Blockhead is vulnerable to you because you were nice to him.
Okay. Cool.
And then my last one I will say is, who do they most care about? Or who do they most care about?
All right, there's a picture of a doll that's been stepped on in Blockhead's bags of stuff. And it's like, what was this big guy buying? The creep. #villains are evil. #creep. #not hanging out with him. #life. #sorry.
So I'm twittering and tweeting while you two are doing whatever.
Oh, guys,
but you're kind of used to that.
Yeah, we're kind of used to that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what you pick up from there.
Okay. So I'm just letting you guys do something while I'm doing this, or I'll continue.
No, I can't do anything else too. Alice is probably getting fidgety. In reality, she's probably late for a hangout with her grandpapa.
You get a call.
Oh.
Your phone's ringing, Alice.
Answer it.
Alice, it's me, Body, from the roleplay club.
Oh, hey. And she's going to kind of slink off to the side, just wanting anybody to overhear the conversation. Hey.
So I know it's been a while since we called you, but we know we've been busy lately, and we really need a paladin because we're doing Tomb of Horrors, and we've just lost like 3 people, and we don't know what to do, and I desperately need you. Could you turn up?
She's just she's kind of slinking off to the side and keeping her voice lowish and talking on her phone. She's like, what about a cleric? Could you use a cleric? She's kind of looking around at that devastation around her.
Unfortunately, we can't bring a cleric at the moment because we've been banned from the gods, and as such, the only people allowing it in is Dolora, and Dolora only allows paladins in the thing, so you have to play paladin. Also, we're missing the offensive power because the cleric takes a little to buff, and we need someone who could lay on hands because lay on hands allows us to get passing spells. We'll take a druid though.
I think I could handle a paladin. We're
Okay.
on.
Cool. I'll see you. See you in a few hours. See you in 2 hours.
2 hours, you say?
Yep, 2 hours. Just don't be late. We'll wait for you.
I'll try to bring snacks.
Oh, cool. Get some Gatorade. People drink. What the fuck is Gatorade, Lloyd? What's that? What? Bring Mountain Dew. There we go. That'll do.
Oh,
There's something up there.
Yeah, so she's fidgeting to get out of there on multiple needs now.
And yeah, by that time you finish texting.
Yeah, so
Cool.
I'm back. I'm like, I think there was someone I think someone did something to Blockhead beforehand.
oh, let me see.
Yeah, I show him the pic of the one villain, or the blonde woman who he was with.
Yeah.
Like, she started talking to him in Walmart, and then all of a sudden he's, they're in the mall, and he's getting completely angry.
You recognize that person. What's it called? Isamu.
Yeah, I thought
It's Lovelace.
Oh shit. Oh, that's yeah. You're right. That does look like she's saying something to him. That's not good.
You also know Lovelace's power is attraction.
Oh crap. Send me that picture to my phone, and I'll see what I can find out. Because if she's a villain, I know a few people in the sort of villain community that I could maybe reach out to and find out some more.
I tap and send it to you.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep.
Like, I need to blow off some steam. This has been one heck of a day. Like, if you need me, I'll be at the arcade.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I'm distracted now looking at this.
And then I look up at the mall that's in ruin. Like, the one on the other side of town.
All right.
I'll be like,
So
okay, I have to get out of here. Brightwing, can I borrow $5? I have to pick something up on the way.
I sort of look at you for a second and be like, shake my head, and I'm like, I just pull out, like a little, billfold, just 20s, just peel you off a few and, give them to you.
That'll do. I'll get it back to you. I get my paycheck next week. I'm fine. So I gotta go. Start a jet. Have things to do. Text me, call me when the next incident comes up. I gotta go. And without even waiting for a reaction, she's like, piece of blur of light and out of there.
And I'm going to go lose myself in the arcade while those two do something.
All right.
As easy relief.
All right. I like it.
In my Monday.
Team, you clear that. So
And
while you're doing easy relief and you're gonna go play D&D, are you going to toilet break? You said.
What's that?
Did you say you're going for a toilet break?
Yeah.
Go.
Yep.
Go. Get out of here. Because I can probably do it just scene between you two. And what are you're going off to the arcade. What are you going to do, Reformed?
Yeah, I'm going to forward this picture I've got of Lovelace to Lovelace with the message, what's going on?
Oh, are you planning on using one of your obligations for her?
I might. I'm going to reach out and make the contact first, but if it needs an obligation, I will call upon an obligation to...
All right, you get a text back, and the text back is like, I don't know, but that girl has some sweet abs. How are you doing over there, Isamu?
What's going on? What are you doing with Blockhead here?
Clearly, we're going shopping. Can a girl not go shopping without any problems?
Well, it does. I'll take a picture of the remains of the mall and then send that to her. It certainly looks like one of your normal shopping trips, yes.
What can I say? Hot Topic just didn't have my color. Why should it exist?
Okay, Lovelace, don't play games with me. I know that's your
Darling,
thing.
all I do is play games.
What did you do to Blockhead?
You get a text, just sigh, and like the emoji of like someone just sighing, and then roll eye, roll eye, roll eye. Then it goes, I could tell you over drinks tonight.
Okay, drinks it is.
Cool. Meet at the Baron.
What time?
It's 8.
Yeah, okay, it is. Look at the shit. Get a skateboard.
I got a skateboard. Ah! All right, so let's deal with you one by one. While he takes a poop, we're going to review Scott. So, Scott.
Yes.
You head down to D&D. The team is already assembled. Where do you guys play?
It'll actually be like it's again, it's kind of like a school club, so it might be even just at the high school, like a little little multi-use room that they may have, that kind of thing.
No problem. 1 second. Hold up. So you get to the place, and you can see that the lights are on in one of the buildings. Basically, them waiting for you. It's easy to get inside because it's like one of the buildings is allowed from the outside in, and they have a key to that section, so you can get in after hours.
Perfect. I'll be toting my Mountain Dew along.
You get in there, and you could hear the people talking inside, and they're all like getting really excited for everything else.
Excellent. I'll pop in and see what's going on.
All right. As you open the door, it starts to open slightly, and then Bobby rushes up and he holds the door, and he's like, "Hi, you're early. I thought you might text before you come in."
Oh, well, I figured if I was carrying Mountain Dew, you wouldn't care either way. Kind of puts up a 2-liter.
Well, yes, but I was hoping to introduce the new people. You see, his face is fully red, like totally red. I was like, well, we kind of have some new players, and they were really excited about joining, and they talked to me, and they were like, we really want to play Dungeons and Dragons. I didn't know what it meant because I wanted to play like 3.5, and I was like, I'm not playing 3.5. And they're like, well, let's play 4E, and I was like, oh God, no, I'm not touching that thing like a fucking stick. So we're playing like 5th edition, but like my own home set rules with my own breeding, including like breeding. That's not important, but like we have some new people, and I just want to make sure you feel comfortable with them. That's all. I can't invite them without telling you because you're not here all the time. I don't invite them. It's okay for you, please.
She kind of like tries to look past if she can see into the room. Heels. Oh my. She kind of scrunches down, so like kind of imposing the other figure beside her, and she's like, "So, what have you gotten us into now, Bobby?"
Nothing. It's just some new girls who aren't you thought they'd come in and just feel comfortable.
I see. Do you even want me in there? Do you want?
Yes, I do. We love you to be in there. It's just we didn't want you to feel out of place. I said, well, I didn't, and neither did David.
She just sighs. Don't worry. I'm okay with it. Let's game. Let's roll some dice.
Sure?
Let's roll the dice before I change my mind.
Then she looks and he goes, are you sure?
She's like, and she just doesn't even say anything. She just walks past him going into the room.
All right. So you walk past. The first thing you notice is that the table's been set up for 4 players this time. The other 2 people, unfortunately, don't seem to normally be there that you used to. You recognize Danny Choi from the fast food restaurants. You brought him in, and he's like, "Hey, girl!" And like he waves, you high five and stuff. He looks really happy to be there. Sitting next to him, looking at you with daggers in her eyes, is Anaya from dodgeball practice this morning.
Oh, jeez. Does she look happy to see me?
She's not happy to see you at all. She scowls at you.
Oh God!
And she takes a deep breath, And she doesn't say anything else. And she's like, well, apparently we need a paladin, right? And she looks at the girl next to her, who happens to be Tori Madison, who looks up at you, and she doesn't say anything, just stares at you quietly. And she takes a deep breath, and she's like, yeah, sorry, we thought we'd join. And Alana's like, that's great. And Tori's like, no, it's fine, don't worry about it. It's part of research, don't worry. And they invite you to sit down.
All right. Alice will start, taking out her dice. She's just, at this point, she's definitely feeling a little trapped in the room. These are, the other girls aren't anyone she really wants to game with. So she takes out some dice, and she probably notices that what's the name from Dodgeball before?
Anaya.
She's like, I'm going to assume Anaya probably hasn't gained much, so she takes out a couple 20-siders and tosses them her way.
You throw it away, and Tori goes, it's fine. I give her some of my dice. I know I haven't played since Jonathan died, but this was his favorite thing, and he used to talk about it all the time, so I thought I'd come see what it's all about.
Well, it's fun. It's a nice escape. It's a nice way to pass the time and spend time with people.
I'm glad.
You like it?
She goes, yeah. And then Anaya goes, hey, weren't you friends with Jonathan all the time? Have you two actually physically met before? And she says it in a bitter voice. And you see Tori just look over at her like.
And Alice is gonna toss another die like at her, for her to catch. And does she catch it?
Yeah, she catches it. Screw it.
Like, oh,
no,
it's
her,
like, oh.
It's her.
It's like, oh, just like earlier. And she sit down and kind of get her sheet ready out in front of her, completely ignore Anaya, and kind of get down to the business of playing a paladin.
Bobby's like, I have made a terrible mistake. And that's where you are at the moment, playing D&D. So we cut next to the arcade. Yeah, you. It's all. Tell me about the arcade you're going to, and I'll tell you what else you need to know. Are you going as yourself, or are you going as Bryce?
No, I'm going as Bryce because it would just be a complete train wreck if I was trying to, be casual and, enjoy myself for a short time as Brightwing. I do see some of my superhero work as actual work, and, press tours can be a chore. So
excellent.
Despite the fact that my mother, I'm sure, wants me to do a press tour right now to get my name back in the media, but I need to have a little bit of time for Bryce here.
All right, so you get onto the arcade to have some easy relief, and you get. What's your favorite game to play at the arcade?
Because I think it would be hilarious. My favorite game is like an old retro cabinet that they have that still has the original X-Men game, and
Ooh.
I'm playing Archangel, and I'm beating up Juggernaut right now because that's
nice.
just
Is it a fighting game?
It is a fighting game. It's like the old like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles where there's like
yeah, exactly. Okay, so
we'll say it's a straight up fighting game.
You are heading in to go play this. Basically, there's only one machine that runs old school X-Men.
Only one machine, right?
Only one machine, because that's how life is. And there's already a crowd forming around it, and you hear them chanting "Rare Bo, Rare Bo, Rare Bo, Rare Bo." Red Bo. You turn around the corner and you see this really disappointed child, just like me, 15-year-old, just grab his bag and walk off in a huff. And this guy standing there is wearing this jacket with the sleeves cut out and a whole bunch of buttons that screw the system, Halycon 5 ever, death to all heroes, stuff like that, all this rebel, F the police, wearing his badges around the side. He's got his beard trimmed. He's not much of a beard because he's quite young. But he's got put down into zig dads over there, and he's got a mohawk running down the top of his head, which is bright blue. but it's like a faux hawk, so it's like a proper like mohawk. It's like a faux hawk all the way down, and he's got like funky little like eyeliner underneath. He looks like a new romantic if a new romantic was like in 2016. And he's all like, whoa! He's got like belt buckle with fucking spikes in it for some fucking reason. I don't know. But like, Rambo! And he's like, yeah! And he's like, wow! And he's back in the game and he's like, who challenges the yell? And people are like, yeah, people say some guy gets up and he's like, gets on the kid and like, fucking like triple combos, like option selects him the fuck out of the way, takes him out, gets kicked out. Wow! I'm here all night. All night. Looks like your favorite arcade machine has been taken over by a annoying man who's just constantly in your way. You recognize him, you know him full well because you've met him before, but not as yourself. It's Rebel Yell. He has sonic powers, and he is a rogue anti-hero. He'll save people's lives without caring about the system, and he uses his popularity to get about and get girls.
As it should be.
Oh, boys. Actually, he's not picked one up, to be honest. He doesn't really care.
I'll muscle my way to the front.
He looks over at you in your Bryce thing. He's like, oh, what is this?
Plop down a handful of quarters.
Oh boy, I hope mommy can pay for that. Pay for that. Because it's going to come out of your college fund. He's like, get on over here. Let's see what you got. And like he grabs his own personal made arcade stick. He puts it down. He plugs it in. Does a button check. Make sure you're all good. It's like, let's see what you got. All right. Would you like to challenge Rebel Yell to a tournament?
Yes.
All right. Would you like to directly engage?
I was just trying to easy relief, but yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna clear.
Instead, I'm stuck here
at the end, but you have to do
okay.
it first.
Playing, challenging. That's release.
So, would you like to directly engage?
God, I've so. I do it. As he's getting ready. And maybe like cracking his knuckles or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just push his stick off the console.
Fuck you.
I'm
like,
like,
break it as well.
What?
Do you want to break it as well?
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you clear your break something one as well at the same time.
So I do that. I'm like, we're not gonna allow your cheating hardware here.
First up, you break it. He looks over at you and he stands to his full height. Then he struts over to you, and you see he's about to yell. Like you can see he's got the voice in there, and like his cronies
and
like,
I start to cringe back.
No, dude, it's not worth it. And he looks at you and he's like, when the man breaks his gear, the fight gets real. Why don't we take this outside?
Like,
unless you want to do it in here.
Well, I'm like, as I look to the door, I'm like, oh, so you're afraid of, and I put the coin in. Afraid of playing me right now?
Roll provoke.
Which one minus is that? Oh, so good.
The game of provoke.
Remember, you don't clear
How
your
come we're
easy
so
relief.
provoking?
You don't clear your easy relief or you're angry until after the scene has ended.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it stays. Otherwise, I'll give it back to you and it'll be really pointless.
Oh, that's okay. So I'll mark it as want to clear it. So I'm trying to provoke him, which I'm a penalty at.
Yeah, so straight 0. Just roll 10, problem solved.
Great.
If you roll 10, you fix something. What'd you get?
3.
3! XP!
XP.
All right. You put it in the machine. And you're like, wouldn't you let me fight me now? And he turns the machine and he goes, boom! Like, boom! Like he barks at the machine and the machine just like crumples inside and it cracks in and then just turns off. ruining your one and only place to play X-Men.
Ooh.
And he looks at you and he goes, no, looks like I'm going to have to fight you outside after all because the machine just broke.
Oh, damn. No, he didn't.
He totally just did.
He did.
Outside, let's go.
Like no powers unless you're afraid to fight me fair.
I don't need powers to take your goddamn candy ass out.
that was Bryce totally bluffing.
No powers. Totally gonna fucking side with you.
So as he's walking out, he's gonna say,
you could run for something difficult right now.
I think I am, but before I say it, before I just run away, because I'm gonna use the cover. On my phone as I'm walking out, I just one-handed text, Brightwing spotted at, because I of course always text from my regular phone, to like kind of hype up Brightwing. And like Brightwing spotted at 4th Street Arcade. Get there now.
All right. If you do have direct access to all of them, however,
and I'm just using that mechanically as my option to run away in the crowd.
That's fine. However, do remember that if you are not there as Brightwing, your audience are going to start losing interest because there's no one there to give drama, and he was just supposed to be and he wasn't. So keep that in mind. That is what you're risking if you are not there as Brightwing.
At the moment, I'm willing to risk that.
All right. So you text it. When would you like them to arrive? Before the fight or after the fight? Or during the fight?
I kind of want to ride before the fight so I can run away.
All right. In that case, you need to delay the fight a bit longer. So he's taking you outside. What do you do?
Let's see. How can I will take a fake phone call and push him off for a second.
So what? So you gotta say, it's like, let's go. And you're like, 1 second.
Yeah,
Hello?
hold on. I gotta get this. It's like, yeah, I'll be right there. I just got this, I just got this fool to, beat up and,
So first things first, while you're on the phone and you text, could you please roll to seek help from your audience and its superior?
Yes, it is.
Because that'll tell what the demand is that they need from you.
That's a 13.
All right. You get messages back, basically texting back going, Brightwing spotted arcade. Brightwing spotted arcade. New costume release today. It's today the day. Demand. The audience now wants you to release your new costume today. That's the demand. So as you're on your phone, you see like cars start to park up and people start popping out going, yo shit, yo, it's Brightwing. Oh, shit's gonna be here somewhere. People just start milling in best they can. It's enough for you to lose him in the crowd if you want. And you'll run with him in the crowd.
I'm
no
out of there.
penalty whatsoever. You just do it. So by the time you see him like look around for you, it's like, where that boy gone? Where that boy gone? And he starts like looking around and he screams to move away from him, and he starts searching the crowd, and you just like fucking like, we out. Please clear. Go on, finish.
Well, as I'm leaving, I'm texting Mom. Do we still have that prototype from the designers?
It's like, yes, but it's not ready for another 3 days.
And I just forward her some random tweets of new costume now.
It'll be ready by tomorrow morning. Send. Like, you putting an interest in you being a hero is enough for her to take a jump. So your costume will have to change from tomorrow onwards.
Okay.
All right, with that down.
This is retro day.
Finally, let's talk about the Baron. The Baron is in a more unscrutable, unscrutable. La, 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 la. My mouth is made of, I don't know.
Let me check
It's
it.
in a bad part of town. Bad part of town. Not Michael Jackson bad. Actual bad part of town. As you are heading down your skateboard, you see like a few like low lives and a few down to earth people, a few old villains who no longer like do the thing, but they still like to come and drink and have a good party. Some of them are doing quite well in their life actually since the invasion. And it's like this like decent looking bar in the corner. And it's called the Baron because it's a big guy, like with a big giant belly and neon sign, like holding like a piece of like meat and like a flagon, and he's going as he's drinking quietly.
That's
The
awesome.
bar itself is pretty much nice and low key.
Okay, well, I can, you know, I've got a kind of reputation as a villain, so I can like feel fairly comfortable just walking into this bar and trying to find Lovelace.
All right, I'm just trying to see more of your like special moves because I don't know your characters very well. I have to remember what to do.
Yeah.
All right, so you come on down towards to the bar, and the bartender looks up at you, about to say something. Then he cocks his eye and sees your costume and goes, and then he slides you a glass of water because that's all you're getting from him.
Yeah.
Lovelace is sitting down, looking at like a notepad and like making some notes in the corner, and she sort of sees you and she waves you over from her side of the bar.
I'll take my glass of water and go and join. I'll just like drop into the chair. No, I'll spin the chair back to front and do the Riker maneuver and just.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just fuck it. And she's sort of sitting there and she looks up at you and she goes, good old Samu. It's been a while, hasn't it? You still trying to save the world? Stop the bureaucracy?
Still there to be saved.
You know, that's a waste of time. You get into business like I do. Do you have any idea how much more money your powers would make if you worked for me?
Yeah, we've had this conversation before, Lovelace. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, I know. You're too young. I'm too beautiful. It would never work out. So, what can I do you for?
You can tell me what you were doing in the mall earlier today. I mean, that's no coincidence.
What? Did I just happen to... Can I not go shopping?
You can go shopping, but you left that mall looking like a war zone after you spoke to Blockhead.
Technically, that wasn't me. I didn't know it was going to be like that. Last time I checked, it was with you and your little superhero group.
Look, I'm just trying to do the right thing now, Lovelace. Give me a break here, okay? Look, if you want to make this business, we'll make this business.
She rolls her eyes and she goes, fine, mark on obligation with Lovelace.
Fair enough. Oh, she's got free now, hasn't she? Oh.
Yep. She goes, all right, fine. I am going to help you, but you didn't hear it from me. Is that all right?
You know, my lips are sealed.
Girl, last time I heard, your lips are anything but sealed.
My lips
Oh,
are going nowhere near
happy
your
things too.
so.
Tell me something. Did you ever tell them what your last mission was?
No. And I'll just gaze into Lovelace's eyes and like just let a little bit of my fear power come to the fore and go, do you think that's a good idea?
She counters this as she feels your fear with her own incredible attraction powers that make you want to do what she says. That slight little bit, and then you both have this like emotion off, as both your emotions are both true and false at the same time. And she's like, don't test me, child. I've been doing this game longer than you've been wearing diapers.
Yeah, well, don't ask me stupid questions then, Lovelace.
Fine. I was hired to do a project. Sometimes I do pro bono work and sometimes I get paid for it. In this case, I was hired when Blockhead went to the mall to start a riot. So I did.
And who hired you to do that?
Oh, come on. You know full well that I can't give you that information.
Do you know why they wanted to riot, at least?
I have no idea. I simply just got the contract, looked it up, and I simply just told me to send it through. So I did.
Contract. So something was written down somewhere?
And she looks at you and she smiles. Why, yes, it was.
Could I see the contract?
Well, yes, I could let you see it.
but you won't.
I don't know yet. All right. I'll tell you the truth. I think something bad is coming. I don't know what it is. Things aren't the same as they used to be. You know, villains are villains and work is work. I do what I can when I can, and I make a lot of money doing it, but work's drying up lately, and it's kind of getting me on edge. And you have a power to control people's fear and also to move through shadows.
Yeah, well, I don't do the shadow thing anymore.
Why not? It's the most useful ability you have.
It comes at too high a price, okay?
What's the price? You get to go anywhere in the world you can go. Well, I don't understand what the problem is.
What have you got in mind?
What I've got in mind is, at some point, I might have to ask you to do a job for me.
Yeah. You know I'm not just going to agree to any obligation up front there, Lovelace. I'm not going to hurt. I'm not going to hurt anybody. I'm not going to steal anything for you.
Now, at what point did I tell you anything about stealing things? All I'm saying is, at some point, I might ask you a favor. I'll just say yes.
Yeah, okay.
It's not like there'll be it's not like I know anything about you that I could tell people to give consequences about.
It's not like I know where you do your business.
So, how about that? I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
Yeah, just keep your
Unless,
hands
of course,
off
you
me,
don't
Lovelace.
want to see this contract and you don't really care, at which point it's fine by me.
Show me the contract and I'll owe you a favour. As long as it's not major crimes we're talking about, Lovelace, okay?
Excellent. She smiles. Mark a second obligation with her. And she passes your contract. There's the photocopy. I had it made just for you.
Huh. You're always prepared, aren't you, Lovelace? Okay,
Have to be my job.
I'll stuff the contract inside my robes for now and just finish my glass of water. Yeah, well, you know how to get in touch with me when. Yeah. Just.
I look forward to seeing you soon.
I don't. I'll just leave.
Cold.
Yeah, well, she's a bad one. She's bad. Bad to the
So are
bone.
you.
I'm reformed.
She's reformed. She's not doing any bad stuff now. So, what do you want to do, guys? We've got you're the last person. So, what do you want to do?
Good question.
Probably meet up after dinner.
Yeah.
Do we have any like a base of operations we use, or where do we meet generally? Our Hall of Justice.
Hey, you're the superheroes. You tell me.
Yeah, I think it has to be somewhere. Wherever it is, it has to be low key because otherwise the fans are rabid. I think maybe my mom, the company leases a small building. Just a, maybe, 1,000 square foot building somewhere.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
In town. Under probably a shell corporation or something, Nothing someone couldn't find out if they dug hard enough, but out of the way.
Cool. Do we have any access to like gears or like a mini fridge in there? Can pop in.
Oh yeah, there's definitely snacks, computers, big TV on the wall with maybe there's like 4 TVs on the wall, so that we can
4 TVs.
I make a lot of money as with my contracts. So there's like the fridge is like. It's not just a regular mini fridge. It's like a co-branded, Slice mini fridge. They brought back Slice, and there's it's filled with like a full half of it is the co-branded one with Brightwing on it, for their citrus slice flavor. And I'm sure people have shoved Mountain Dew in there too, just as protest, but. But
Awesome.
that's one of his sponsors.
Sure. Yeah, we can definitely meet up there.
Yeah, so I think when you get there, I have like, a bunch of pictures on the wall of a different suit color. Looks like they're in various stages of design and layout and
All right, let's deal with the D&D game finishing, and then we'll have you all meet up together just to make life easier. So the D&D game goes as well as you would expect. Anaya doesn't understand why she can't, as a rogue, doesn't understand why she can't just stab everyone, because that's what she wants to do. She's very all about that. Tori is a masterful ranger. She's already read the book back to front and everything else. And every time someone asks her why she's so good, she goes, because Jonathan was trying to teach her. The entire time, there is this air of tension between you and Anaya. And I think it's all her, but it's actually between you and Tori, because Tori doesn't realize who you are. She just knows you used to be old friends, and she wants to ask you something, but she doesn't know what to say.
Well, if the game's breaking up, I figure if I sense that, I can maybe kind of take her aside and walk her out. Hey, you were great addition to the group.
Yeah, thanks. It's all good. I just, I was just. It's been a while. I remember like it was yesterday. I know it was only a year ago, but I do kind of miss him still.
And I know what you mean.
Yeah. I gotta ask you a question.
Go ahead.
It's kind of about you and Jonathan.
Well, there was no me and Jonathan. I mean.
Oh, I know that. It's not about you directly. It's kind of hoping to. It's kind of hoping to. I know this sounds really weird. I'm kind of using you in a way, and I'm really sorry. I don't mean to say that. I've been looking into a few people in school, and you know how we're like multi-classed with different people and different like more integrated and all that jazz.
Sure.
Do you think there's people registered in the school who haven't registered their powers?
I suppose it's possible. I mean, rules are rules, and I've you and I have both broken a few ourselves. Skirt above the knee.
Well, I got a job recently at the paper to look at stuff, and I've been looking into a hero that came out just a while ago. Just no, for no reason whatsoever. The Streak.
The who?
The Streak. I know no one remembers him. He's with Brightwing. And the other one.
Oh, Brightwing I've heard of.
Yeah, he's cool, isn't he?
The other one, that sounds not like an ominous superhero name.
I don't really know his name either, but that's not important. What's important is I've been looking at the papers and reading the conspiracy theories, trying to figure out who the Streak is, and I suspect there's someone from the school.
Interesting. What does it have to do with Jonathan, though? Is Jonathan? And she's like, is Jonathan the Streak?
Jonathan's dead. We all went to his funeral.
A lot of things happened to the people who went through.
A lot of things happened to the people. I'm trying to ask you a goddamn question. Why are you bringing Jonathan up like this? Sorry,
I'm sorry. You said it was related to Jonathan. I'm trying to figure out.
He's still dead, all right? He's still dead. Is that what you wanted me to say? He's still dead. Are you happy?
Oh yeah, she's all like flustered and kind of
picks up her bag and she has to walk off.
Say, was that a provoke?
A diceless provoke. Alice is not even going to try to pursue it. She's just going to well, screwed that one up right on schedule. Good times.
All right. Now you guys can all meet together at the event.
Yes.
Fair enough.
While I make more notes.
Yeah, so I seem to be obsessing over, a new costume, which I've posted the link to.
Ooh.
It looks like it's, sort of in various layout stages, and there's, some mock-ups and, some fabric samples and stuff like that, and like.
I hope you have more of those. I'm gonna be changing that a lot.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I do. So as you walk in, I'm like, so what do you think? This is what I'm wearing tomorrow.
Tight.
I shrug. I'm like,
nice.
Like, I'm glad they figured out how to make the padding realistic, but as he just sort of blushes a little, and he's like, they keep on wanting me to change outfits. Don't they know how hard it is for, like, there's not like a superhero tailor. Well, okay, there is a superhero tailor, but he's expensive.
Well, you got to keep the fans happy, Brightwing.
What have you two been up to?
Mischief, unfortunately.
I'll just reach into my robes and pull out the photocopied contract and just like drop it on the drinks table in between us all. I got that.
Who from?
I can't say, but whatever was going on with Blockhead, it wasn't a coincidence. Like, somebody wanted that to happen. They wanted a distraction or disturbance or something to happen at the mall.
Oh. Like, so it wasn't someone out that, had it in for a hot topic?
You tell me, your mother's the one that handles contracts. I thought you could look at it and tell me.
I'll take a look at it and see if I can make any sense of it.
Assess the situation.
Let's see here. Assess. I am penalty for that too. Who knows what I will find?
Yay! You're terrible.
Straight roll. It's almost like I need more comfort.
Guys, make me feel better.
5.
Can I?
Hey, look at XP you're getting. It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
And an assist won't help because it's only a +1 in this case, right?
Yeah.
No. Sorry, Brightwing.
Also, your team pool's down to 1 anyway now. I'm just check. It's good for you, Brayton. Don't worry. It's good for you. It's good for you. It's good for you. All right. So 5, right? How much XP have you got so far, dude? You must be on like 10 or something. Also, don't forget to declare angry.
Yep, because I broke something. I think I'm at 4.
Nice. All right. So you take a look at the contract, and it is legal fucking jargon to you. Like, you have no idea where to begin and where to end. There is like lines within lines within lines within lines within lines. You're just blazing it through. There is no one who could be able to say except your mom. If you want someone who can understand this, like 100%, your mother is the best bet.
I'm like, let me fax this home, because actually, like, how many pages is it? Is like, like 50 pages or
50 pages, but you can text your mom and she'll tell what pages to send to her if you just text her and ask her.
Yeah. I'll text her and like,
all right, what'd you send the text? Because last time you blew her off.
Or like, sorry, working on stuff for the new image. Got a contract regarding the mess today from about Blockhead. Need help reading it. Villain stuff.
Send selfie with new suits. To me, it's a deal.
Oh my god, they have to make deals between mother and son.
Like, do I get the impression she wants it on or just like with it?
She wants everything.
Okay. Like,
she sends it back. Include cute face.
like, goddamn duck lips.
Also, your password to Snapchat.
I'll send her the superhero one, but so I'm like, give me a minute. She'll read it, but hold on, I got try this stuff on, and I'll take this stuff into the other room, you know, the suit stuff. You know, I come back out, you know, wearing the black and white, and like, do whatever you guys were doing, you know, as everyone's staring at me as I'm taking, selfies, you know, like, you know, the with the little selfie stick, you know, and, you know, doing various, you know, head angles, and, you know, with the kind of like we actually have a green screen in here too.
I was just gonna say that must be.
So, you know, I like, you know, queue up, like, you know, the Halycon City, you know, like the you know, mayor's office, you know, like, you know, it has this, you know, it's a fancy building, you know, so I do that with the background, and, you know, so that's my, you know, protecting the city look, you know.
I was gonna say I was gonna as he goes to put the suit on, I'd go with Apostate, and when he comes back out, we are not worthy on the ground. We are not worthy.
Oh shit, let's go.
Like, really, you two?
Right. When you send her the text, she goes, "Excellent, send the documents over." And she goes, pages 5, 7, 6, 4, 6, and 2. No, 5, 7, 6, 12, 14, 18, 25, and 3.
I'll send her those pages.
As you're sending them, you get a tweet that you've been retweeted in. And there's a picture of you on the Halycon Gazette. And the words, "exclusive interview tomorrow."
Oh,
does it say what time?
8 o'clock in the morning.
Like, shit, I'm gonna miss first
Followed by a
period
text
again.
from my mom going, "Oh, by the way, you have an interview 8 o'clock tomorrow morning."
Yeah.
Yeah. I mentioned how does she ever want me to pass math doing this, you know? And
Don't
so that's
worry,
my first period class.
She
You know?
texts you back. "Class starts at 9. Just make it 30 minutes, baby. You got this. You can fly."
you can fly. Oh, classic.
She sent you a picture of like a skeleton with a heart next to it, and "do it for him." Written at the
Oh.
She sends you. All right. When you send a message over to her, you wait about it's about 7, 8 o'clock. That's 6 o'clock, 7, almost dinner time. You haven't got a text back from her yet.
I'll send her one back, and if I don't hear a response, send one to Dad. Like, what's Mom up to? She was supposed to get back to me on something.
You get a text from your dad. "Don't know. She said she was popping out for a minute."
Like, I look her up on the find my mom app, you know,
Strangely enough,
see if she's turned it off or not.
Available on the Find Your Mom app. No.
She always has mine turned on because she's stalkerish like
She's your mom.
Like, you know, so I sent my dad back, like, did she call anyone first?
She was like, "Yeah, she's on the phone, I think, with the Gazette." And then she made a few phone calls. "Don't know. When's dinner?"
Oh yeah, she said I was supposed to pick it up. I'll be right by with it. Like,
Great. Looking forward to it. See you in an hour.
Like, my mom bugged out. That's weird of her. I'm gonna go back and look through those pages. I'm like, I gotta go get dinner. I'm gonna check on her. Can you guys look through this and see if there's anything?
No, I could try.
Well, I did have that one the legal portion of our.
I'm gonna go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. You know, of class.
The legal portion of the class, history class, you know, something leading up to the Constitution, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, and I heard you talking about that game you played, and weren't you being somebody lawful? So that's the law. There you go. You should know about that.
Like, I'm gonna go home and check on things.
All
Well,
right.
I'm kind of worried.
So we have a shot of you flying home, pretty much as best as you can. You're flying over the top of your home, your houses, heading back to yours. Do you live in an apartment block or do you live in a suburb? Remember, you gotta have a laboratory somewhere in there somewhere. So, do you live in a penthouse?
Like those always get destroyed, but that is convenient.
Okay, I've only destroyed the penthouse with your games twice.
Right.
Only twice.
Yes, I guess it's a penthouse for what it's worth.
All right. You fly over the top of your penthouse, the beautiful, big, like open air bit in the middle with the pool in the center because all penthouses have pools. Okay, shut up. That's how it is in my head. And as you land down, you can hear your father pretty much like on the intercom calling out, going, "Oh, hey, come on in. Now some come from your mom." And as you land, you're about to take a step forward, and your feet crunches on something. Inside, on the other side of the room, aka where you two are, you're going through the papers, and then you sort of stop, and you see something's written down there in text, which you're not quite sure what it means, but it says, like between all the legal documents, it says all property and belongings of this belong to Young Stars Industries. As we cut back down to you, you put your foot on something, you look down, and you pick up your mom's phone, which has been left outside and is broken. Ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're going to end today's session.
Ooh, awesome. Cliffhanger. Mommy, no.
Oh, she'll be fine. She's just dead. I mean, what? So,
like, I don't remember that being one of the guidelines for masks, but
Really? What, killing parents is not a guideline? Psst. I'm kidding. She's not really dead. She's just sleeping. Well, now
she's gone to a farm.
She's in extreme pain and agony.
She's gone upstate.
She's on a farm now where she can roam free and happy.
Okay, so James, did you go closer to the team, away from the team, or into your own image?
Close to the team, because I'm accepting Brightwing's leadership, aren't I? And like,
in that case, please give Brightwing influence and either clear condition or mark potential.
I'll mark some potential and
give him influence over you.
Give him influence over me. Cool.
Streak, did you grow close to the team, away from the team, or into your own image?
I gotta say into my own image. She was kind of working with the team, but still went on her own, and she's just kind of her focus was doing what she does, which is saving people above that. So I would say she's growing in her own image.
I respect that. Please shift your one label up and one label down.
Any
and
label?
Find one label, a label. Your numbers. Shift one of your numbers up, one of your numbers down.
Okay, gotcha.
And finally, Steve, aka Brightwing, did you go close to the team, away from the team, or into your own image?
I think away from the team.
Wow,
that was just a complete mess. After that dodgeball game, and they abandoned me, and then Streak, took all the limelight because she's the star that's gonna be, eclipse me someday, and so I'm gonna take her influence away
from you. All right, so. Streak, you no longer have influence over Brightwing. And that ends the session, everyone. We shall do Roses and Thorns in 1 minute because that's how we roll. Actually, we must do it on camera. Fuck, I don't give a shit. No one's going to watch this far. So, 1 rose, 1 thorn, and go. Rose and Thorns is 1 good thing, 1 bad thing.
Oh,
do you want me to turn the broadcast off so you can be more truthful? So you can swear? If you
no.
Like it would stop me.
I'll start.
Okay.
Rose, like the way you bring mass stuff to life. Again, you're the first MC I've played a lot with. That just, I don't know, gets the tension between the, characters and superhero stuff, right in my mind. And then Thorn, I should have come up with more sponsorship stuff already, and I didn't. I should always have like, my, stick of, gum or, whatever, and, be like working those into scenes. So I need to work on that for next time.
Please. All right. Who's next? Interview.
I'll go.
Go on.
So the Rose part, I'd say it's really cool how, again, this is my very first time ever playing masks. But I like the fact that, the both identities are important. What we did in one persona affects the other and vice versa, that kind of thing. So I really like that. That's really awesome. The Thorn, I suppose I want to hear more about the Apostate. Like how does the public react to the fact that the Apostate was a criminal? He's not completely forgiven. He did bad things to somebody. I want to kind of see like how the public reacts to that, and how we react to that more, I suppose. Also, it's like, oh geez, he used to be a bad guy and we really can't forgive him.
Right. Or can we, is there trust issues and stuff like that?
Sure.
Okay. And finally, James?
Rose. I really liked the way we sort of segued from the team scenes, which were really bad, into our own spotlight scenes, and then tried to come back and be a team again. It felt like a nice natural kind of progression for all the characters to do that. And Thorn, which is kind of a personal reflection, because the number of times I've sat and run a game for people, and I've just been sitting there going, why aren't they using that bit of the system? Why aren't they using that bit of the system? And then today I'm sitting there going, shit, there's so many bits of the system. I'm not supposed to be influenced. Wait, what does that mean again? Hang on. There's some points here I can spend, isn't there? So yeah, I now get why people don't always use the bits of the system I think they should be using. It's because you have got a lot to keep track of.
No problem. All right, guys, I think that was pretty fair. I'm going to stop the broadcast now, and whoever's watching this, I don't know why but I'll come up with a title that sounds cool for it. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but I'll come up to that later. Okay, bye.
Bye.